Welcome to the virtual Term 3 final assembly. We are going to start off the assembly by listening to a musical item by Milan Williams in grade 6.
I will be playing I Got Plenty of Nothing from Porgy and Bess by George Gershwin, a self-taught musician.
Thank you, Milan. It's now time to recognize some of our pupils' amazing achievements. Over to you, Ms. Mendes.
This morning I've got some very special certificates to hand over, and you have no idea what they're about because they're from last year in grade 3. So last year, at the end of the year, you wrote a special IEB benchmarking assessment called a reasoning test. Do you remember that?
No. Yes! Is it the English and math one that you had to do?
Yes, but you did a reasoning one, okay? And so, this morning I have some very special certificates with very beautiful gold dots from the IEB sent to congratulate some of you on your excellent results. So I would like to congratulate first of all Olivia Castledon. She is awarded a certificate of honor in the benchmark and reasoning test. Well done, Olivia. Give her a clap. Person is Wyatt, and Wyatt's not here, he's online learning, so congratulations Wyatt, we will keep your certificate for you. The next person is John T. Coolen. John T. Coolen is awarded a certificate of high distinction. Let's give him a clap. The next one is Nicholas Roberts Mayer. Nick, where are you? Come up, Nick. So Nick receives his certificate of distinction in the reasoning test. Come forward, Nick. Nicholas, you earned this. Come and get it. Well done, Nick. Take that home. And then the final certificate is to Adrian Bands, who also receives a certificate of distinction. Well done, Adrian. Okay, thank you very much.
Well done, grade 4. It's now time for another special award.
Morning, everyone. This morning I'd like to share some exciting news with you, and some of you may have seen it in our newsletter. And we'd just like to call Kate Allwood up. Kate, as you know, had a cochlear implant, in fact double. How long ago was it now, Kate? 2 years ago. How long ago did you have your cochlear implant?
2 years ago.
No, I was 6 months old.
Yeah, okay, long time ago. And Kate, as you know, is one of our swimmers, and she's been training throughout winter and summer seasons, obviously a bit more challenging in winter. And Kate recently went to the para trials, where they select a team to go and take part at the para championships or tournaments nationally. And that's where children of similar age with, well, Kate wouldn't call it a disability, but they classify it like that. So if they have a vision impairment or a hearing impairment, or maybe one arm or one leg, you may have seen it at the Paralympic Games as well. And this is Kate's first step towards that big challenge, Kate. We're right behind you. And Kate recently heard that she was selected for the Western Cape Para team, and unfortunately due to COVID and everything, the tournament didn't take place this year, but wonderful recognition and achievement, so very well done, Kate.
Time for some more music. Thank you, Aidan Hughes in grade 7.
I'm going to be playing Circus Theme by Official Pustelneck.
The awarding of Falcon Shields is a special tradition for grade 7s. This year, the ceremony is a little different, but this takes nothing away from the achievements of these pupils.
I thought it would be special to remember those who received Falcons in term 1. We haven't got their badges yet, but we did an online ceremony with you last term. So we'd like to take this chance to again congratulate the children who received Falcons in term 1. I'm not going to read out citations, but I am going to call your names up, and you can just shake Mr. Storey's hand and collect your Falcon from the table behind me. So the academic Falcons were Nicholas Oscraft, Danielle Curry, Jasmine Aiken, and Hunter. Where's Hunter? Let's give them a hand, please. And then the sports Falcons were Aidan Hughes, Esther Benson, Ashley Hingerston, Sarah Downing, Joshua from Carrickhoven, Nicholas Oscraft, Jasmine Aiken, and Keisha Lebrant. If you have received a badge, you don't get a second one, but we will still shake your hand. And then the music Falcons for term 1 were Emma Steenkamp and Aidan Hughes. Alright, so now we have reached the end of term 3, and it's again time to announce and congratulate children who have been acknowledged for a very special effort this time. So we'd like to honour the hard work, effort and commitments of these children, and just say that we are really proud of you, because it hasn't been easy, especially with the pandemic, with staying at home and having to find ways of doing things. So we are super proud of you for being determined and staying committed to achieving your goals despite a disrupted school program. I'm going to start with Academic Falcons first, and I'm going to read the citation. So Academic Falcons are awarded to grade 7 pupils who achieve an A aggregate for more than one term, starting with the final reports of their grade 6 year. And this term I'd like to congratulate Annabelle Harmel, Ashley Hingerston, Madison McConnell, and Joshua Terhayden.
The drama Falcon Shield, which is awarded to the grade 7 pupil who added to the drama process, are committed to the drama group experience and show significant performance talent. The first one is Keisha Nabrant out of Lebrant, Daniela Curry and Esther Benson.
Falcon Shield for Art is awarded to a pupil that shows talent and creativity, consistency in all projects throughout the year, demonstrates a passion for the subject and shows an interest in art outside of school, and participates in various art competitions for the art I Stedford. Well done to Madison McConnell.
Time to be entertained by Sarah Oscroft from grade 6, playing I Feel Pretty from West Side Story, composed by Leonard Bernstein.
The children from our pre-primary and Oakwood would like to say goodbye to Mr. Storey.
Goodbye, Mr. Storey from the owls. Goodbye, Mr. Storey from the dormice. Goodbye, Mr. Storey from the beehives. Goodbye, Mr. Storey from the bee class. Goodbye, Mr. Storey from the
Even though this term has been very different in terms of extra events and activities, some house points will still be awarded.
Thanks to the junior prep children this term, who've all been back at school and been winning green slips for all their excellent behaviour and hard work, we are able in term 3 to hand out the house shield, the Midgley Shield. So the winners of term 3, thank you to the JP Peregrine children. Whoa! So these are our Peregrine house captains accepting the shield on behalf of the JP children.
On Tuesday, the prep school pupils presented Mr. Storey a very special gift.
I think I speak on behalf of everyone at the school when I say that you have been a great principal. You have made the school feel safe and have encouraged us to make the best of our time here and to do our best. We all love your thinking lessons and they have made us think out of the box. Thank you.
We just want to say thank you for caring, loving and respecting all of us through our years here at Somerset House. You will always stay in our hearts and we will always remember you.
Mr. Storey, your time at Somerset House has sadly come to an end. With all honesty, you will be greatly missed by all. You have touched all of our hearts dearly. So on behalf of grade 7 and all of the Somerset House pupils, we present to you a gift as a symbol of appreciation of what you have done for our school. We wish you well at the rest of your journey to come. Thank you, Mr. Storey.
Thank you. What do we say? Thank you. What do we say? Thank you. Give him a hand. Another one. Just like that.
This was an artwork created by every child from grade 1 to 7. Each child designed a little leaf, and we put it together to create an oak tree, which is quite symbolic of Somerset House. You'll also find 2 little owls. You have to look carefully for them. That's part of the owls in the tree that we have nesting here. Yeah, they did such a good job. It looks amazing.
That is amazing. This is obviously very, very special. It reminds me of the Mandela mural that we made, where everyone contributed. And I think that's the thing that I'm going to take with me from this school, is that this is all very kind, but it's not about one person at all, it's about one team. And you know, that saying sort of came about by accident, and yet it's been probably the most powerful thing that we've done together, is realize that when we act and work as one team, we can achieve a whole lot. And I've been thinking about my time at the school over the last 13 years. And a lot of it is characterized by us doing things that people don't expect. They don't expect the school to achieve the results that it does. They don't expect us to achieve on the sports field like we do. They don't expect for us to be able to produce the musicians and the artists and the actors and actresses that we do, because we're small. And yet I think that we've proved here that small is good. We made a very intentional decision to not get bigger, but to rather become more significant. And I think that that is embodied in the one team approach. And so this tree for me is exactly that. This is about one team. One tree, we all belong to it, and that tree is very strong because we all are attached to it in the way that these leaves are attached to this tree. So I'm very grateful for this. I'm going to really treasure this. It's going to remind me of all of you, and it's going to remind me of the school. And we must remember as well, where this tree is so symbolic, is that a tree lasts a long, long time, like these oak trees. And the school has a long, long road ahead of it. And I'm so excited about seeing what is going to take place here in the years to come, where a new person is going to come along. And I hope you're going to embrace that person and share a new vision and new dreams for the school, because it can't stay the same. I think it would be really boring one day if you sent your children here and they did the same stuff you did, wouldn't it? So it's got to change, and it's going to. And I think that that is really exciting, and I'm going to enjoy seeing that happen from not too far away. But thank you very much. I think this is really a fantastic thing, and I'm very, very grateful, and I'm grateful for my time here. It's been very special. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you.
Mr. Gerard Smit, the Chairman of the Board of Governors, has the following message from Mr. Storey. Justin van Niekerk will now play for us.
My name is Justin van Niekerk. I'll be playing Dance Monkey by Tony Watson, and this song originally originated from Australia by a bus player at a train station. She started making lots of tips, and then she made the song Dance Monkey.
is my pleasure to hand over to Mr. Storey for his last message to the Somerset House community.
Good morning, Somerset House. When I leave the school today, I'm fortunate to be taking many memories with me. Happy memories of hearing children playing outside my window, loving being at school, of children finding a safe space to experience success and failure and growing as a result. Exciting memories of watching our children excel on the sports field, often against bigger schools, showing courage and determination, or enjoying seeing children discovering their acting ability or musical talent and growing in confidence as a result. So many special occasions to reflect on. Tough memories of having to face staff and parents on issues of change or principle, holding the line so as to protect the ethos of this school. Imperfect memories of things which have not always worked out, times where I've made mistakes or got things wrong, learning from my mistakes and hopefully not repeating them. Sad memories of very hard times with the loss of loved ones, and in a school community these events are felt so closely. We think particularly of one of our very supportive moms, Terry-Ann DeVette Joseph, and very recently past pupil Greg de Fink. Memories of celebrating tradition, like the candle lighting and the awarding of shields, the cake cutting and playing in the catbush. Memories of success, like becoming the top hockey school, or seeing the youngest winner of the Horizon Maths competition wearing our school uniform. Handing over the plaques to leadership recipients, or witnessing the spontaneous rapture at the announcement of the winner of the St. Francis of Assisi Trophy. Memories of these grounds, the beautiful buildings, the owls and the squirrels and especially the trees. Memories of friends, like the family groups, the grade 1 and 5 buddies, and the concerts under the oaks. Memories of innovative learning, like the project-based experiences, and the BYD and the online classes. Memories of good times, like the fun days, and the birthdays, and the special days, and the just ordinary days. Memories of newness, like this knowledge centre, and the new playground at Oakwood, the revamped art room, and new class spaces for learning. Such a creative process to have been involved in. Memories of significance of the staff preparing children to not only be takers in life, but rather to be contributors, to be able to make things happen, to initiate change and meaningful action, and to build society rather than seek protection in the bubble, to learn through, to lead through example and action rather than by power or position, to think critically and form their own opinion before blindly following what is comfortable. I love to think about the difference our staff have made in the lives of our children. Memories of seeking relevance while discussing current affairs in thinking lessons, of trying to access the lived experience of all people rather than the generalized view adopted by some. Memories of working with the board on how to ensure that we act in a way which is consistent with our constitution, ensuring that all children feel real belonging rather than some just feeling lucky to be here. Memories of the process in 2011 that led to the board launching the new vision, mission and value statements for the school. They spoke to the importance of being determined in all we do, in acting unselfishly and always considering others, in showing integrity as a school and doing the right thing, in being respectful of others, regardless. A tall order indeed. However, it is the final value of team spirit, that one team approach, which has defined our school on so many occasions and set us apart from the others. This small school with such a very big heart. I'm deeply grateful for all of this. I want to thank the board for their trust in me over the last 13 years, especially the chairs, Carol Downs, Julia Dysel, Andrew Ribbons, and finally, Mr. Gerrit Smit. I want to thank all the parents for trusting with their children. It is never something we take lightly. Your support has been incredible. I want to thank all the children who have been a part of my life here. You are members of a very special school, and I've loved being able to share this time with you. Most of all, I've loved seeing you grow in ability and confidence. Never forget this place. And lastly, I want to thank the staff for their hard work and loyalty, especially when times were tough. There are easier schools to teach at, I can assure you. The staff at this school set the bar high, and I've been proud to be a part of their team. In particular, I wish to thank Mr. Codd and Ms. Court for being such incredibly hard workers and loyal friends. To Mrs. Vestraat and Mrs. Barnard for their financial expertise and always showing integrity when dealing with our funds. To Ms. Mack for always being so passionate about our school and how we play sport, and for being an eensy-weensy but competitive at times too. To our HODs, Mrs. Mendes, Mrs. Hugel, Mrs. Hendrickser in the prep school, for setting and maintaining such a high standard while always trying to look after the needs of every child. To Mrs. Caldecott and Mrs. Allenson for all they have done to make Oakwood such an awesome place to start school. To Mrs. Lowe and Mr. Diesel for their work with the music department, who have entertained us so often on so many occasions. To Mrs. Jones for her role as Chief Staff Wellness Expert and her running of the Learning Support Centre. To Mr. Rank for the way he has grown to manage all our ICT needs and is never more than a call away. To Mr. Am and Mr. Bloom for making us the safest school in South Africa and keeping it that way. To Mr. Lamprecht for his passion for our grounds and always being on hand to help. To Mrs. Rautenbach, our awesome catering manager who looks after everyone and ensures that we never lack for food. Then thank you to Mrs. Tatoy, who is just so good at what she does. The marketing, the magazine, the communication, and the leadership of the administration of our school. She's unbelievably hardworking and is such an asset to Somerset House. In addition to all of this, she's worked with me, and we have been a strong team. Thank you. And so to the whole staff who make up the one team, thank you. This has not always been an easy time, and it has often been my wife Kim and my girls Simone and Francis who have provided essential support. I'm so fortunate to have them in my life, and I'm grateful for the way they have sustained me through my time here. And so the time has come to leave, and I know that I will carry all this with me on my way. I also know that it is a time for a new vision which will carry the school forward. And Somerset House deserves this, and I'm excited by the prospect of the new principal, Mr. John Huggett, working with all of you and continuing on the journey to significance. He will inevitably bring change, just like I had to, and it is my hope that Somerset House will respond positively to such changes as a new strategy is implemented. And I wish him every success here as he begins his Somerset House journey. And I have no doubt that under his leadership, the school will continue to be more than a school, a way of life. I thank you all.
Thank you for leading our school, Mr. Storey. We will now reflect on your time here at Somerset House. Then we'll conclude the assembly with the school song.
Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for a great heart to stand me by underneath the African sky. A a great heart to stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. Sometimes I feel that you really know me. Sometimes there's so much you can show me. There's a highway of stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind in the grass. There's a rolling thunder across the savannah. A hope and a dream at the edge of the sky. And your life is a story like the wind. Your life is a story like the wind.